Hello everyone, my name is Sanjeev, all the way from Nepal, living here in Vancouver as an international student. I study in Kabilan University. This is my final semester, uh, and today I'll be talking about the anthropology and the archaeology both at the same time. Uh, I'm talking about the two research processes, which about the research processes, their major discoveries, their findings, and their communication to the general public about their findings, and what platform they used to deliver their messages globally. So let's dive into it without further delay. Imagine you get to know about your ancestors, the evolution of hominin species, the human beings, the modern human beings, where we evolved from. Isn't that amazing? You get to know about it. I'm really excited to discuss this with you guys about the the discoveries the two researchers made digging into the cave. I really appreciate the efforts of the team. I saw in the documentary how hard it was for them to get in there and to study about the human fossils, the hominins, and so on. So without further delay, let's first talk about the Sima De Los Huesos research and their discoveries. Uh, the site has over 8,000 human remains representing at least 29 individuals and dating back approximately to the Middle Paleocene time. Imagine a deep cave that is home to 430,000 years old bones. Migilion, that is a skull that scientists have discovered, reveals the appearances of the individuals, um, as well as their alignments. Benjamina, which is a skull that suggests that the population cared for each other who had the disabilities. No, I think this is the great discovery from the site. Additionally, they also had conducted the DNA research, which suggests Denisovan, the first ancient hominin species to be revealed by the gene alone, which had a relationship to reveal a greater resemblance to Neanderthals. Let's talk about the publication and the critics of Sima De Los Huesos. I like the research conducted in the site. Publication undergo through peer-reviewed, ensuring the quality and validity of an articles. It appears in prestigious peer-reviewed magazines such as Journal of Human Evolution, The Nature. This indicates that the work has been reviewed by the expert and being released. Also, there was a discussions when the first DNA result was announced. Researchers conducted further tests and honestly highlighted the limits of their approaches. They are rather open about the unanswered questions such as why there are so many bones in the one location. Is it a funeral? Is it a natural disaster, natural catastrophic? They claim that they don't know it yet. The planned bone buildup in Sima de los Huesos is an issue for other people to look into it. Although the initial Denisovan DNA connection was settled by the later nuclear DNA study that confirmed the link with the Neanderthals. Uh, let's talk about the public communication and the platform they used. The public communication is actively engaged by the Atapareka team. The guided cave, the guided cave team, the guided cave exploration, the museums with the actual fossils, and even places where you can't reach out, the prehistoric tools. They're presenting the evolution of humans in an engaging and approachable manner. uh, they make it relevant by using straightforward language, even naming the skulls. The reach To reach a large audience, they have an interview and the podcast. In the other hand, let's we have the Rising Star team. Let's talk about it as well. Let's now talk about it. The Rising Star cave, which was inhabited by the hominin species, that is Homo naledi, new species with a combination of ancient and modern human traits, the features which were discovered at the location. Researchers said that they discovered indications of deliberate burial, firework, even symbolic engravings in the cave. Those are the big claims. However, rather than final peer-reviewed journal publications, those claims were based on the preprints and reviewed preprints, and that has a significant impact on the overall reputation of the research. And let's talk about the reviews and publications as well. The issue with this archaeological site is that the experts discovered the significant problems with the data. They examined it, inadequate evidence of a burial. They added. The researchers had not ruled out natural causes for the bones arrival. The initial assertions, the claims, were immediately denied by the critics, which were published in peer-reviewed publications, for example, in the Nature and eLife. Also, the major warning of the scientific community is the team incomplete response incomplete response to the initial criticism, this great criticism. The reviewed preprints status indicates peer-reviewed but not full journal publication. Reviewers in the eLife and paleoanthropology found the evidence for the burial claims inadequate completely. Okay, let's talk about the integrity and public communication of this research. Homonality received a lot of media traction. For example, social media, documentaries in the Netflix. However, there was a disconnect since the claim were so significant and widely reported before they were thoroughly verified. Although the scientific community has serious concerns, the general publications may believe that these findings are unquestionable. This calls into a doubt that communications of science and the integrity of the research. I think. Finally, I want to conclude my findings about the research of those two archaeological sites. I personally think the findings were amazing. Both teams had equal efforts on the sites. But personally, I like how Sima De Los Huesos demonstrate the deep investigations, truthful discussion, and disclosures of the results on ambiguous public opinion, which created the mutual respect and understanding towards the research and the work. On the other hand, the Rising Star teaches us a throughout peer review and quality and validation work of the work is required in order for it to be go in front of the general public. Although both locations are incredible and the presentation and explanation of both of them are just amazing, they are important and actual findings are great. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a good day. Bye bye.